It's me, Mario!
For this project, I'm using an ESP32 Mini D1. Connect the ESP to the computer. Download the firmware archive from the description. Extract the archive to your desktop. Open the flash folder and execute the tool. Select ESP32 and click OK. Select the first field, navigate to the NES folder and select bootloader. Next select partitions. Next select NES. Next select roms.txt. Last, select the ROM file of your favorite game. Put this addresses in the second row. Set the right COM port for your ESP and click the Start button. When finished, the ESP is running the NES firmware. First we dismantle a stock NES controller. Remove the original components. Take 9 thin wires. Colored ribbon cable is perfect for this. The bottom left pin is a common for all buttons. Solder the red wire here. Each button has 2 connections. One is shared with all buttons. The red wire is connected to this side. The other side goes to the ESP module. Solder the colored wires to the circuit board. More information in the description. (3D) print the included enclosure. Place the ILI9341 display in the enclosure. This will be a tight fit. Test fit the printed part and mark the inside. Remove the marked parts with pliers. Remove part of the front cover to reach the connections on the display. Notice the SD card slot is removed. This will flatten the display. Glue the ESP module in place. Make the following connections with thin wire. Test if the PCB still fits. Connect the joystick wires to the ESP as shown on screen. Power up the ESP with a USB cable to test if the console works and buttons respond. If buttons are triggered without actually pressing them, use a knife and cut the black markings in the back of the controller PCB. Additionally, a 100 kilo ohm resistor can be placed between the button pin on the ESP and the ground pin. This will solve the issue. Next, we will add the sound to the console. In the first step, we will add a hidden menu button. Glue a small tactile button on the back of the screen. One wire will connect to GPIO 16 on the ESP. The second wire is connected to 3.3 volts. Take 3 thin wires. Connect a red one to 3.3 volts, the brown one to ground, and the orange wire to GPIO 26. This will be your audio signal wire. I will use a 0.5W speaker and a PAM8403 amplifier. Connect the speaker to the amplifier output. We have some space on the top of the controller circuit board, so we are gonna glue the amplifier and speaker here. Solder the red wire to the amplifier positive and the brown wire to the amplifier negative. Connect the orange signal wire to the audio input. Assemble the game console and power up. When a game is running, you can push the small tactile button. This will open a menu. Here you can enable the audio. The audio is pretty bad quality and will slow down the emulation. You can decide as you want to play with or without audio. To make it battery powered, we need a LiPo charge module, a 4.7 kilo ohm resistor, a switch, and a step-up converter to get a stable 5-volt supply. Start by removing the original resistor. This one is labeled R3. This must be replaced by the 4.7 kilo ohm resistor. This will lower the charging current to a safe speed for the LiPo battery. Connect the LiPo to battery plus and battery minus on the charge module. Use glue to mount the charge module on the battery. Take the step-up converter and glue it next to the charger module. Connect the charger battery out to the step-up module battery in. Test if the charger circuit works and if the step-up converter gives a 5-volt. Place the battery package in the game case. This will be a tight fit. Solder a wire from the step-up converter ground to the ground of the ESP32. Solder a second wire from the step-up converter positive to the VCC of the ESP32. This wire needs to have a switch to turn the console off. I used glue to mount the switch. Now it's time to assemble the console. Again, this will be a tight fit. Power up the console. Congratulations! You build your own NES game console. Have fun! And let's see some games. Please consider subscribing to this channel. This will help us a lot. Thank you.